Okay, Red Road's up. So good to see this guy again. Everyone's been wanting to see him. Solo King. Very good morning to all the viewers and subscribers. Still after the miserable week of weather that we've had, it's still a little bit cloudy and overcast in the mornings, but it does clear eventually. We've got the most beautiful sun coming up through these dead trees, and our plan this morning is we're going to check around the north for a little bit to see if we can follow up on the Mburis, and then from there I think we're going to head down towards Mandam and have a look for the Nharus, and even try and see if we can relocate on Siseka. So let's see what we get this morning. So this morning we've journeyed down to the big open clearings that lie to the western northern parts of Mandam, and now we've bumped into 3 ostriches. There's a male and 2 females, and they're casually just feeding here, foraging. It's quite nice dramatic light behind them with this very hazy sunrise. Okay, so our luck's really turned around this morning. We just heard a report down close to Mandam that the Nharu pride had been found, so I raced here. We haven't seen the Nharu pride in so long. And here it looks like one of the adult lionesses. There's another one just off to the side of me busy stalking. We'll pan onto her in a second. So I'm really not sure what these lionesses have seen. But they've obviously locked onto something, because you can see the way she's moving. She's moving with real intent. Look at how she's placing those feet, or those paws. Yeah, she's definitely going to go for something. I don't know what it is. I can't see through the woodland. Okay, she's still going through this woodland and this burnt area. She's up again. Okay, this other lioness is now also moving. She's obviously following the likes of her sister or other lioness in the group. I still haven't seen what they've seen. It's actually putting quite a bit of edge and excitement onto all of this. Okay, I see there's another lioness just to the right of this one that's also in full stalk mode. So I did, through all the sticks and hectic shrubbery that we've got going here, I did manage to see a tail flick far in the distance, and it looked very similar to the tail flick of a wildebeest. Quite a long, very untidy tail. I could be wrong, it could possibly maybe even be a zebra. They've got similar lengths of hair on their tails. So now we just wait patiently and see what happens. I'm sure they are going to go. They just have to try and get as close as possible and then pounce. I'm hoping that if they do chase, they chase towards us in the clearing. Maybe there's another lioness that's flanked around. You can just see how low this lioness is going. Keep checking to her flanks just to see where the other lionesses are. There's a whole ring of lionesses off to the right of her, about maybe 3 or 4 that I've seen, including Red Road. And she just keeps checking to see where they all are so that they can plan who's going to chase, who's going to catch, and who's going to flank around the prey. Okay, looks like she's busy flanking now. Okay, so we have managed to reposition, and we've got a much better view of her now, but she definitely was going straight ahead, then she quickly turned and flanked. Obviously thought maybe she was going to get seen and she had to quickly adjust her position. Okay, she's running through the woodland now. She's really trying to flank as hard as she can. I think there's a lot going on at Main Dam this morning. There's just been a leopard that's been called in as well. So we're going to stick with the lions. They are obviously hunting. We don't want to leave them in chance of missing what happens here. But if you can hear carefully, you can hear the monkey's alarm calling in the background. Things are getting real here at Main Dam this morning. Yeah, she's definitely trying to flank around. She's trying to get as much cover between her and whatever she's hunting. Okay, so we just had a beautiful greeting. Red Road has now moved into the area where all the lionesses are. Looks like there's about 4 lionesses there, including him. So 5, and then obviously the lioness that flanked in the beginning. So they're obviously all scattered around here. Okay, so we've just bumped into Seka this morning. So this was the female leopard that everyone had across the Main Dam, and she's on the move. What a beautiful cat. So I don't know where the cubs have gone. Okay, so we have ended up losing visual of Seka. She was on the move and in quite a bit of a hurry. So while we've journeyed back to the Nharu Pride, we're sitting here with them at the moment. They're still very much static. I'm hoping they get up in the next few minutes, either to hunt or to maybe journey off to Main Dam and drink. I don't think they would have gone off in the day. If they do go to Main Dam, that'll be a real treat for us. The sun is just starting to set behind me, so we've still got a little bit of time left before it gets too dark. So, really interesting topic for discussion with the Nharu Pride is that the Nharu Pride seems to have split. I don't think it's a definite split, but there has definitely been something that's transpired over the last few weeks, and I think it's got something to do with the young males and maybe some of their sisters moving off, because right now it only looks like there's about 6 or 7 adult lionesses here with Red Road, and I think that leaves us with about 4 unaccounted for, if I'm not mistaken. The total of the Nharu Pride these days is 11, so once they get up and move it will be easier to count them. So that leaves us probably with the 2 Nharu young males and 2 other lionesses that aren't here, and they have been seen, not recently but in the past, they have been seen split off and within the Nharu territory. Actually the 2 males were seen about a week ago, around close to Pod Mahogany side. So I don't know if they're venturing out or they're just exploring on their own and they're going to come back, or if they've officially been chased out by Red Road. It's a very interesting topic. I hope they haven't been chased out, and if they have been, it's going to be very interesting with the lion dynamics unfolding throughout winter, because they could potentially go north and try and take the Mbiri Pride, since there is no Pride male. They could go south and potentially either join up with the Mbali young male coalition or fight with them. They obviously then have to go to the Kruger male as well, so it's very, very exciting times ahead. I don't really know what's happened, and it could just be a case of they've separated because they're quite large and they're not hunting large enough prey. So the easier it is to split up and hunt smaller game. It could also just be a thing that they're not here at the moment and they might link up soon. So only time will tell, but it's something to to look out for in the Nharu Pride story and dynamics that are unfolding. Okay, so Silver Eye's up. She's still looking in good condition. The old queen, the leader. Okay, Red Road's up. So good to see this guy again. Everyone's been wanting to see him. Solo King. Looks like he's also going to do the phlegm and grimace now in a second. There he goes. They've all been grimacing there. I think there's a good chance that the Nharu Lionesses are possibly on heat, and they've all been urinating there, and he's smelling it, testing the pheromones. Okay, so the Nharus have all gotten up. They're all walking towards us. We've stopped here just to get Red Road. Hopefully he's going to come right past the car. So at the moment I count 7 adult lionesses and then Red Road, so that's 8. Nharu Pride's 11, so we're missing the 2 males and maybe another young female still with them. What a force they are. Absolutely adore the Nharu Pride to bits. They are such a cool pride. Okay, so that was a very exciting end to the afternoon. Obviously we had the Nharu Pride up and going, and good to get a head count and see all who's here. They've just gone off into this massive block, and I think that's going to bring us to the end of this virtual safari. We are going to head out first thing tomorrow morning and try and look for them again. There's a good chance they've gone into the block and they're going to hunt. They could pop out on another road that runs parallel to this massive block, but I think they'll only be there around maybe even this evening, unless they chase something and they get there quickly. But we'll come and check here in the morning. But I hope you all enjoyed that virtual safari. I know everyone has been wanting to see the Nharus, and so have I. Absolutely love the Nharu Pride, so it's good to show you guys that they're still around and they're still a powerhouse pride. But we'll see you guys in the morning.